Down for love and up for beer. Underwater, overjoyed. Water for a thirsty soul. Water for a thirsty soul. Baptize me into your love. Oh, my spirit's overcome. Body, mind, and skin reborn. Love and wanna make it known. Love and wanna make it known. Yeah, I'm coming alive with you. And I'm coming alive with you. And I was living alive till you. And I'm coming alive with you. All the people say, Uprise Festival 2021. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. May tonight be a night of celebration, of hope, of freedom. Let's sing together. Come on. All the people say, Pennsylvania, are you with us? everybody knows it, everybody knows it. The road less traveled is hard to walk. Everybody knows it, everybody. It takes a soldier who knows his art. Walk the walk I'm supposed to walk. And love is when it's not fair. Leave a life for another. Take time for others. Fight for the weak who won't speak out for freedom. Find place in the battle. Stand tall with the bucket of everybody here. Fix my eye on you. On you. Things of earth are dim in the light of your glory and grace. Set the sights upon heaven. I'm fixing my eyes on you. We're fixing my eyes on you. We're fixing my eyes. Love like the basket, give when it's not real. Leave a life for another. Take time for another. Fight for the weak who won't speak out for freedom. Find place in the battle. Stand tall and look voice. Fix my Fix my I was there on the day that the world changed. We were scared, unprepared for the heartbreak. Everything we knew faded out of you, stole a piece of you. If I could, oh I would be a hero. Be the one who would take all the arrows, save you from the pain, carry all the weight. So baby, you're so brave. That's right. Fight on, fight on. Don't let anyone steal your fire. Fight on, fight on. The spirit is alive inside you. I know you're stronger,
braver than you were before.
you know you're braver. Oh no, you don't have to be afraid.
Together we'll face it.
Don't ever stop, no matter what, 'cause you're gonna make Could I see every hand in the air, fighting for love, for hope, and a future, all together as one? Let's go! And if the doors are to be open, won't you leave or would you stay? The carpet on your misery you cherish dearly. You cherish dearly. And your habits not a drink because you're still fast asleep. You're fast asleep. If you want, run wild, live free, love strong, you and me. You're a lion full of power, forgot how to roar. You're an eagle full of beauty, but you can't seem to soar. No, will you return to the garden where you were first made whole? And we turn to the one who can liberate your soul. Don't you want, run wild, live free, love strong, you and me. Run wild, live free, love strong. To every soul out here changed, in the prison of apostasy. You know there's no time left to waste. Yeah, you can make your plain escape. We're made to run wild, run wild, run wild. We're made to run wild, run wild, run wild. Teddy Gold, Luke on the drums, take it away, boys. Little drummer boys, a round of applause. Come on. Run wild, live free, love strong, to every soul out here to change, in the prison of apostasy. You know there's no time left to waste. Yeah, you can make your great escape. We're made to run wild, run wild, run wild. We're made to run wild, run wild, My goodness, my friends, can you believe it? We're back! Come on! Doesn't it feel good to be live and in person, my friends? Well, I have to say, once again, the fact that you would put petrol in your cars, grab a friend, a family member, some mates, and come and spend an evening with us, as well as all the other great bands and artists here, is not wasted on us. Thank you for honoring us with your presence once again. And allow me to introduce to you the fine chaps up here on stage with us. Would you make them feel very welcome, Pennsylvania? Come on. All the way to my left, your right. He doesn't like me to announce this, but he is a single man. He's a groovy dude. He's classy. He's got the most swagger of all of us on stage. Mr. Miami himself, Danny Lopez. Give him a cheer. That's right. Up here, multi-instrumentalist, an artist in his own right. He's a number 3 on the Enneagram, just like me. He goes by 3 names, Garrett P. Tyler, come on. Directly opposing him, he's quirky, he's cool, he's peculiar. Teddy Bolt right here, give him a cheer, come on. Yes. And he's an excellent guitarist, and he's got a heart to match the newly engaged, sorry ladies, all the way from Memphis, Daniel Waterbury right here. We should give him some love. Oh, yes! Our musical director for the night, a producer of both music and film scores. He's from the south, a Louisiana boy, the longest standing member of the group beyond Luke and myself, Benjamin Backus right here. It's my little brother Luke. I'm his big little brother Joel. We're not from Boston. We're not from South Africa. We're from the land down under, Sydney, Australia. And this song is called It's Not Over Yet, because the night has just begun, my friends. We are for King and Country.
It's up inside your head. You got a voice that says you won't get past this one. You won't win your freedom. Yeah, wake yo, it's like a constant war. And you wanna settle that score, but you bruise and reason, and you feel defeated. This goes out to the biggest hobbyist. Oh, to everyone who set their limit. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Even when you think you're finished, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Keep on fighting out in the dark into the light. It's not over. The hope is rising. Never giving in, never give up. It's not over. Shut up, that's a row. Shut up, that's a row. Is that mash? Time to put it in your heart, oh, and feel the winds of living. Yes, redemption season. Long live the young at heart. Here's to a brand new start. Love with and breathing. To live a life of freedom. Oh, to everyone who set their limit. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Even when you think you're finished, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Keep on fighting out in the dark into the light. It's not over. Your hope is rising. Never giving in, never give up. It's not over. Shut up, that's a row. Shut up, that. Until the kingdom comes, or until the race is won, don't you ever give up. No, no, never give up. Until the kingdom comes, yeah. Rule until the race is won. Don't you ever, ever give up. Don't know, never give up. Let's get back to some of those. Come on. That's angelic.
All right, I have a very serious, g'day. I have a very serious question. Would it be okay? I haven't even asked the question. Hang on. Would it be okay if we played you a freshly released brand new song tonight? All right.
Life hit you so hard that you've been knocked down. Have you gone too far to find the middle ground? Did they raise you so high just to pull you back down? Have you been so lost you can never be found? 'Cause I've been real, I've been fake. Been a sinner, been a saint. I've been right, I've been so wrong. Yeah, I made my mistakes. Now I don't know what it's like to be you. You don't know what it's like to be me. What if we're all the same in different kinds of ways? Can you relate? We both know what it's like to be you. Now I don't know what it's like to be you. You don't know what it's like to be me. What if we're all the same in different kinds of ways? Can you relate? We both know what it's like to be you. You don't know what it's like to be me. But by the grace of God, we'll see each other's heart. Can you relate?
Did you know that this festival has been going on for 18 years and the men and women responsible, to name a few, Bubba, Erica, and Kenny, and every volunteer, every vendor. Can we give them a round of applause for making this whole experience happen? This is so special. We got some special guests in the audience too. The Hosenbogs are here, some mentors of mine and my wife's. We got my childhood hero, Paul Coleman, is here. Do you love a little Paul Coleman, everyone? Fellow Australian. And you guys are here. You guys are here. It's a beautiful thing. Hey, make some noise and raise your hand if you've joined us for a King Country show before. Let's see your hands. Come on. All right. We got some old mates with us. Raise your hand, make some noise if it's your first time. Where are my first timers tonight? Okay, I see you. Well, like I mentioned, we are from the land down under. We live in good old Nashville, Tennessee now, y'all. Come on. Yeah, we do. Can I get a yeehaw? I feel like we're too far north for you to be that good at the yeehaw, guys. No, we live in Nashville. We married Americans. I've shared this with some of you a little while ago. I got sworn in as a United States citizen. Very proud. And Luke and I are brothers, like I mentioned. We are sons to an immigrant mum who, with our dad, moved halfway around the world with 6 kids and 1 on the way. She homeschooled us. I know, your jaw's just on the ground. She homeschooled us for the 11 of the 12 years of my schooling career and all of 12 of Luke's, which explains a lot. And that was before the whole world homeschooled, you know? We are brothers to a sister who has stood on this stage many times, Rebecca St. James, and showed us how to share the hope of Jesus through music. And I am a husband to a very courageous, strong, God-fearing woman named Mariah, who just released a new song yesterday, by the way, so check that out. Man, we love family, we love brotherhood, we love sisterhood. And where are, let's start with this, where are the fellas tonight? Give me a big, yeah, come on. I feel more like a man now. One more time for good measure. 1, 2, 3, fellas. Yes, where are my ladies? It's such a different sound, right? Yeah. Hey, fellas, I want to charge us with this. Just quickly before we play this next song. I believe there are great men at this festival. I've also got to be candid. I've noticed for me that there's more pulling at us, more trying to distract or distort the way we look at a woman, love a woman, speak to or about a woman. And I want to charge us to protect our minds, fellas. Let's protect our eyes. Let's treat these ladies as they deserve to be treated, with respect, with honor and dignity. And ladies, one more time, where are the ladies? Okay, there you are. Let me tell you about a hero of mine. First of all, this fella who lived a couple of millennia ago, he loved his mum. Loved his mum. He, in fact, he did this outrageous miracle at a wedding for a bride, and at his mum's request, he turned water into wine. And then, not long after that, the first person he ever made this outrageous claim to, that he was the Son of God, was to a racial minority, outcast woman. And then soon after that, he started his work and he said, I need funding. And women came forward and said, sign me up. I'll fund your work. He was anointed 3 times in his life, every time by women. And the last ones at the cross as he died, this excruciating death, and he breathed his last, the last ones there to console him when all his mates had left were women. And catch this one, the first ones to race into the world and tell the greatest news known to man after he came back to life, that was women as well. And lastly, and this just is so beautiful to me, the first words out of Jesus Christ's mouth, the first documented words, or the first word, was woman. Ladies, if you have not felt seen, if you've felt invisible, if you've not felt understood, if you've felt pushed down at all in your life, know that the God of the universe sees you and loves you and is cheering you on. That's just a fact. And I know I speak on behalf of every fella here tonight. If I could say we have one word for you, we would say, ladies, you're beautifully, perfectly, imperfectly priceless. Mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall, telling those lies on. I suppose that isn't who you are. That isn't who you are. Whoa. It might be hard to see, but let me tell you, dear, if you could see what I could see, I know you would believe that isn't who you are. You are. There's more to who you are. Whoa.
When I take you out away, too much to take. Don't you take for granted the faith. You can be brave. You say, hey, I see you dressed in white. Every wrong me right. I see you rolling blue at the sight of you. Oh, so priceless, irreplaceable, unmistakable, incomparable, darling, it's beautiful. I see it holding you. Oh, so priceless. No matter what you've heard, yes, this is what you're worth. More than all the money or the diamonds and pearls. Oh, this is who you are. Yeah, this is who you are. So when it's late, you wide awake, too much to take. Don't you dare forget it in the bed. Hey, you can be brave. Hey, you can say, hey, I see you dressed in white. Every wrong me right. I see you rolling blue at the sight of you. Oh, so priceless, irreplaceable, unmistakable, incomparable, darling, it's beautiful. I see it holding you. Oh, so priceless. Yes, we can start again and give all until the end. Love, we can start again. Brothers, we can start again. Give all until the end. Yeah, we can start again. I see you dressed in white. Every wrong me right. Oh, I see you rolling blue at the sight of you. Oh, so priceless, irreplaceable, unmistakable, incomparable, darling, it's beautiful. I see it holding you.
Every hand in the sky like this.
At the side of it, I see you just so right. Every wrong me right. I see you rolling through. We can't stop it. I see you just so white. Every wrong me right. I see you rose and blue at the side of you. I see you just so white. Every wrong me right. Oh, so priceless. This is for the busted hearts. This is for the question marks. This is for the outcast soul, lost control. No one knows. Singing for the cold back. Singing for the broken past. Singing for the just found out. Life is now upside down. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone, don't understand. If you found the fight of your life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. If we fall, we will fall together. Together.
Sorry, Kelly, my friend.
This is for the second chance.
Judge Frank and the choir, take it away. Come on. And you're all alone. And you feel I could promise I will be fine. Can you feel it? Come on. We will fall together. I got you, my brother. I see you, my sister. We rise. We will rise together. Together. Together with our differences, together we are bolder, braver, stronger. How did we get here? Across the way, on along the shore. I can see in your eyes, dear. It's hard to take for a moment more. We've got to burn the ships, cut the ties, send the flare into the night. Say a prayer, turn the tide, dry your tears and wave goodbye. Step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and walk away. We can dance upon the heart again. So light a match, leave the past, burn the ships, and don't you look back. So let it all rescue this fear of falling again. And if you need a refuge, I will be right here until the end. Oh, it's time to burn the ships, cut the ties, send the flare into the night. Say a prayer, turn the tide, dry your tears and wave goodbye. Step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and walk away. We can dance upon the heart again. So light a match, leave the past, burn the ships, and don't you look back. Would you turn your cell phone flashlight on and raise it in the sky? I want to see you. So long the shame, walk through the sorrow, out of the fire, into tomorrow. So flush the pills, face the fear, feel the way it disappear. We're coming clear, we're born again. Our hope for lost can breathe again. Oh, we can breathe again. And step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and walk away. We can dance upon the heart again. So light a match, leave the past, burn the ships, and step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and
anyone who has fought to keep the illusion of control over the last year. Tried to hang on, tried to contort yourself or God or others to fit into your own small box of what you think life should look like. First of all, I'm with you. I see you. And I sing this song for you. You asked me to let go, but I thought I knew better. Afraid of surrender and what I don't know. I've always had a plan, but now I'm so weary. I can't see clearly, forgot who I am. So won't you make my eyes, my ears, your ears, my tears, your tears. And won't you make my hands, your hands, my feet, your feet, my dreams, your dreams. I give up control. Body, mind, and soul. Can I speak honestly? I've still got some questions, still fighting the tension. I need some relief. No, I'm no Superman, this is my confession. Been learning my lesson, help me understand. So won't you make my eyes, my ears, your ears, my tears, your tears. And won't you make my hands, your hands, my feet, your feet, my dreams, your dreams. I give up control. Body, mind, and soul. Can't do this on my own. I give up control. I will raise my voice to sing. I will raise my voice to sing. Yeah, it is all I got left to bring. I will raise my voice to sing. I will raise my voice to sing. I will raise my voice to sing. Yeah, it is all I got left to bring. I will raise my voice to sing. I give up control. My body, mind, and soul. Can't do this on my own. No. Oh, I give up control. My body, mind, and soul. I can't do this on my own. I give up control. Oh, I give up control. I give up control. I give up control.
every song I bring an empty voice, a hollow noise. And if I speak with a silver tongue, convince a crowd, but don't have a love I leave a bitter taste with every word I say. So let my love be the proof of your love. Let my love look like you and what you made of. How you lived, how you died, love sacrifice. So let my love be the proof of your love. And if I give to a needy soul that don't have love, then who is poor it seems? All the poverty is found in me. So let my life be the proof of your love. Let my love look like you and what you made of. How you lived, how you died, love sacrifice. So let my life be the proof of your love. Whoa, when it's all said and done. Whoa, when we sing our final song, only love remains. Only love remains.
If I speak with human eloquence and angelic ecstasy but don't love, I'm nothing but the creaking of a rusty gate. And if I speak God's word with power, revealing all of his mysteries and making everything as plain as day, and if I have faith to say to a mountain, jump, and it jumps, but I don't love, I'm nothing. If I give all I own to the poor, or even go to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't love, I've got nowhere. So, no matter what we say, no matter what we believe, no matter what we do, we're bankrupt without love. If you believe that tonight, would you stand to your feet if you're not already and sing this chorus with all your hearts? Make it your anthem.
So let my life be the proof of your love. Let my love look like you and what you made of. How you lived, how you died, love is sacrifice. So let my life be the proof of your love. Let my life be the proof of your love. Let my love look like you and what you made of. How you lived, how you died, love is sacrifice. So let my life be the proof of your love. Well, thank you so very much. I'll tell you what, we're very grateful to be here with you all. You have no idea how loved and welcomed it makes us feel that you would actually be here so late at night, and it's a privilege to be with you. So thank you very much. For everybody that's back there, it's good to be with you. Well, so my wife and I, we have 4 kids, all right, yes? You guys don't like kids here, huh? 4 kids. And this is actually the very first show that all 4 of those kids have ever been to a show, because see, we have a new addition, all right? We have a little 8-month-old, yes. But I'm gonna rewind about a year. And back about a year ago was when we were kind of, and some change, was when we were finding out that we were pregnant. And see, we have 3 other kids at the time. It was an 8, a 6, and a 3-year-old. And we found out that we're pregnant, and we're all, Courtney and I, really, really excited. We're like, we're gonna go tell the kids, you know, this is gonna be great. And then I started to think, like, I have heard stories of this not going so well, you know? And so I kind of, we got the kids together, like, hey kids, we're gonna have another baby, and they were all amped, you know, they were so excited. And so Courtney and I, like, whew, you know, we dodged the bullet. But then towards the end of the conversation, they were like, Mom, Dad, we're so happy for you. There's a belly in your, there's a baby in your belly, Mom, how cute, all the nice things. And then they were like, yeah, I mean, it just better not be another boy. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, we just don't want another boy. And I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't think about it much. And then I realized, like, a few days later, I probably should check in with them about this, you know? So we're driving somewhere, and my oldest boy, my 8-year-old, I said, hey, man, pretty cool about the baby, right? Yeah, Dad, it's going to be so cool. I love being a big brother, and I get to do it again. This is going to be great. It's just, I really need it to be a girl. And I go to my 6-year-old, and we have a similar conversation, you know? Hey, you know, it's cool to be a big brother again? Yes, amped, no boy. And so at that point, I'm kind of like, I mean, they understand how this works, right? And I was like, nope, they don't understand how this works. They're youngest. And so then I thought, you know what? Maybe they're onto something. Well, I Googled, what is the likelihood of a different gender after you've had 3 of the same gender, all right? And I kid you not, Google came back at like 8%. And I was like, you know what? Google lies anyway. I'm not believing that junk. And then so I get to the 3-year-old, and I'm sitting there thinking, I mean, this kid can barely speak English. Surely I can convince him, you know? And once again, he goes, Dad, we want a girl, you know? And so the day comes where we're big into celebrations in our family. We go get the cake. And if it's, you know, you slice into the cake. If it's blue, it's a boy. If it's pink, it's a girl, all right? And so we thought, at this point, we're going to give our oldest the knife to cut in. And, you know, if there was ever a kid that needed a fidget spinner, it was that moment, right? And so he's waving the knife, whoa, boy, you know, and so eventually we said, all right, cut on in there, buddy. And he cuts in there, and inside that cake was the most beautiful color pink. Yes. It was quite amazing. I mean, he's here, so I don't know if I should say this, but he wept with joy. I kid you not. That's a true story. I had all these other people come up to me and said, hey, Luke, so how does it feel having, after the baby was born, little Evie Joy is her name, little sweet Evie, yeah. We call her Sweet Ev. That's what we say, Sweet Ev. And everybody out, like 3 weeks after we had the baby, it was like, isn't it just so different having a little girl? And I was like, not right now. We have to put a bow on the head just for the people to know that it's a girl, you know? And then now she's stolen my heart. Now she looks at me with those beautiful eyes, and I'm at the altar, and I'm giving her, you know, we'll get there. But I think for all of us over the last year, I mean, that's a wonderful story coming out of the pandemic. It's special to me, special to our family. But I think for all of us, there's been some bumps in the road. Is that fair to say? We've had some bumps in the road. You know, some people have lost jobs. Some people that you may have been here, you know, 2 years ago, maybe they're not with you anymore. Maybe there's been some hardship that's come on because of the pandemic. And we've got either it's happened to us or we know people that this has happened to. And for me, my bump came about 3 months ago, a little over 3 months ago, and I had to have a throat surgery. I was feeling really good about the surgery. There was, you know, fairly minimal risks involved, and as I got closer, I had some friends come up to me and said, "Hey, you know, with this surgery, you know, there are some risks that you could potentially lose your voice and some of these other things." Well, for one, bad friends. But they were actually telling the truth, and I knew that going in, and I felt really good. And I going into it, I go have the surgery, but the problem with the surgery is once you have the surgery, you actually can't talk at all for 5 days after the surgery. And it was in that silence that those doubts did start to creep in. Those thoughts did start to get a little bit uncomfortable. I did have to start asking myself the question of, man, what if I do lose my voice? What if I can't sing songs anymore? What if I can't write songs? You know, what if I can't do this anymore? Has it gotten to the point that I need it? Is my identity wrapped up in this? And it was one of those prayers. I tell you what, when you can't speak, those prayers get really, really honest. And it was some of the most beautiful moments actually of my life. Because if you ever want to hear God clearly, don't speak, because it's unbelievable the amount of things that you hear, that you perceive, that you otherwise would not. And so I felt God very, very clearly come to me and say, Luke, it's never been about a song. It's never been about a vocal cord. It's never been about what you could or you couldn't do. It's never been about the past successes, the failures. It's never been about what you could or the things that you won't do in your future. I love you. I love you. I love you. And for some of you here tonight, you might be thinking, man, Luke, if you knew the things that have taken place in my life, there's no way. There's no way I could be loved. If you just knew the bumps that I've had, they've just been unbearable. One of the great privileges that I get to do standing up here on stage is I get to say that there is a God and there is a kind of love that truly God only understands.
Wide awake while the world is sound asleep, and too afraid of what might show up while you're dreaming. Nobody sees you. Nobody believes. Every day you try to pick up all the pieces, all the memories they somehow never leave you. Nobody sees you. Nobody believes.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how to kill you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
You keep a cover over every single secret, so afraid if someone saw them they would leave. Somebody sees you. Somebody will never leave you.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how to kill you.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you.
There's a kind of love that God only knows. For the lonely, for the ashamed, the misunderstood and the ones to blame. What if we could start over? We could start over. We could start over. Start over.
No, for the lonely, for the ashamed, the misunderstood and the ones to blame. What if we could start over? We could start over. We could start over. There's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
God only knows where to find you. God only knows how to break through. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
We hope that throughout this festival, and as you leave tonight, that you feel seen and you feel known, that you can trust that there's a superhuman kind of love that God only knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's lead story once again is Megastorm Hercules.
Yes, and though it seems to be settling over the entirety of the continental United States of America,
It's already claimed the dubious title of the worst of all
58-story
time.
office building on Fifth Avenue is sending spears of glass
Police say a
crashing to the
man
ground.
apparently upset the atomic
Again,
reactors at
assembling
Chernobyl.
the
Soviet
Soviet
army reportedly launched
string
an
of
attack
gun
tonight
battles
in the
between
capital
troops and
of
leftists have left
People were
more
injured
people
and
standing
may have
outside.
died.
They're also
Watching the nightly news, can't seem to find the real. Just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones. Before my heart turns into stone. So somebody please pass the megaphone. Shout it on the count of three. Shout it out. Ocean, my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Every stranger is my voice. Let me testify. Ocean, my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose. Let it move, let it move, yeah, I choose. Let it move, let it move. Yeah, back when I was young, my eyes were full of life. But now that I am older, I live at the speed of light. Feels like the cycle never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones. Before my heart turns into stone. Soon somebody please pass the megaphone. I'll shout it on the count of three. Let me hear you. Ocean, my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Ocean, my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose. Let it move. Let it move, that's right. Let it move. Yeah, I choose. Let it move. Let it move. To stay, I need the joy down in my heart to stay. Let me hear you sing, down in my heart to stay. I need the. That's right. To stay. All right, my friends. It's your last opportunity to move and groove, so let's start with this. Follow my lead. Everybody, get low. Come on. How low can you go? And then on the count of three, I want to see you jump in, everyone. 1, 2, 3, jump. Let's let it move. Let it move. Let it move. Yeah, I choose. Let it move. Oh, let it move. Let it move. To stay, I need the joy down in my heart to stay. You made us feel so very loved. Thank you for being with us until we meet again. God bless you and good night.
Merry Christmas, Uprise Fest.
They sold me a newborn king to see. Our finest gifts we bring. To lay before the king. So to honor him, on we I play for you, all night. He smiled at me, me and I drove, me and I drove.
Give it up for King and Country! Wow, good job, guys. Good job.